Hi and welcome to the Zone. This is the Fantasy Football Zone, your home for everything fantasy football. My name is Dennis Musau.
And I'm Manuel Hondo. For all the fantasy football fans,
This is the show for you. And today we have an exciting show lined up for you. Of course, we will be looking at the differential players that you can watch out for Game Week 14. Talking about our feature match, and of course the big one, captain picks, and so much more. Stay tuned.
we'd like to say a big thank you to everyone who's watching. Thank you for catching up with us on the Zone. For all those who are new here, click the subscribe button.
Alright, and welcome to our differential segment of Game Week 14. But first of all, before we dive into the differential segment, how was Game Week 13 for you?
Mine wasn't really that bad.
Yeah.
Green arrows for me finally,
Yeah.
after 3 game weeks of red arrows.
Yeah.
I garnered 52 points, although my captain blanked
Yeah.
for the first time. He decided to blank when I captained him.
I think you're preempting that. We should discuss that in the captain discussion.
Yeah.
But okay, not a bad game
Yeah,
week.
it wasn't really
Given most people average 35 to 40, thereabout.
Yeah.
Yeah, but to be honest, it was a hard game week.
Yeah.
For me as well, 50 points. You beat me in the head-to-head
And we
this
got
week. But yeah, so other than that, I think it was an interesting game week.
Yeah.
Another thing, we are having to face the game weeks like with 1 day gap.
Yeah.
Game week 12 to game week 13, we had a 1 day
One day
transition gap.
Same
Game
week.
week 13 to game week 14, 1
1
day
day.
transition
Yeah.
gap. I mean, the game weeks are coming in thick and
Very
fast.
fast, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not really giving you time to make the decisions.
Yeah.
Some people are making rash decisions,
Yeah.
taking hits where it is not necessary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And at this point in time, of course, we know that we have a double game week coming up
Yeah.
soon because we are in game week 14. So the double game week is coming up in game week 19,
And
right?
we have also a blank game week.
We have a blank game week
18.
in game week 18.
Yeah.
So at this point, we need to be very keen on
Yeah.
some of the transfers we are making,
Yeah,
especially if you don't have a wild card or something like
Exactly.
that.
Yeah.
So I guess you can watch out for our consequent episodes
Yeah.
where we'll be featuring chip strategy with regards to the
The
double game
game
week
weeks.
for game week 19 and the
The
blank
blank
game
game
week,
week, yeah.
game week 18.
Yeah.
Alright, so that brings us to our differential
Differential.
segment for game week 14, right?
Yeah.
As we saw in the last game week, okay, most players actually didn't perform
Yeah.
in terms of even the favorites.
Yeah.
So who are we looking at as potential differentials for game week 14?
Well,
Yeah.
this week,
Yeah.
again, it has to feature against Arsenal.
Yeah.
And
At this point, we'll have Arsenal there until
when you have anyone playing against Arsenal,
we're the new Fulham, eh?
Indeed. Yeah, so I'm featuring Richarlison this
Yeah,
week.
yeah.
Differential ownership 4.5,
Yeah.
7.8 million.
Yeah.
A good price for anyone who.
Yeah, actually, his price has come down.
Yeah.
He was at
He started at
8
8
million.
million.
7.8, he's the same price as Calvert-Lewin. Almost the same price as
Yeah,
Calvert-Lewin,
Calvert.
actually.
I think he even dropped.
Yeah.
Right now he's 7.9 million.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
but he's bringing in the goods. So and
Yeah.
Arsenal, they are conceding every game.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, the defense is looking shambolic at this point.
And now
in time.
Gabriel is not present.
Yeah, Gabriel, and he's been actually the shining
Yeah.
light in that Arsenal team,
Yeah.
to be honest, this season.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't. It's hard to see them keeping a clean sheet against
Definitely not.
Everton.
Yeah.
It's interesting you should say Richarlison because, well, you own Richarlison.
I own
first of all.
Richarlison.
He's a perfect differential because now
Yeah.
almost 2 million managers have Dominic Calvert-Lewin,
Yeah.
and he's been a faithful servant.
He hasn't blanked yet.
Hasn't blanked yet. He averages at least an assist.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario. And for those people who are now looking at Richarlison, do you think he can offer the same reliability as Dominic Calvert-Lewin?
As we saw,
Yeah.
even when Richarlison was not present,
Yeah.
in what? Was it 3 games?
Yeah.
Everton ended up losing all 3 games.
Yeah.
Richarlison
But
that
Calvert
brings that-
still brought the points.
I know, but
regardless
still,
of whether they lost. Yeah.
but still, Richarlison that brings that edge
He's
in
the
that
spark in
Everton
that team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's creating chances,
Yeah.
those runs in between,
Yeah.
creating for Calvert. So definitely, I feel if you don't have the money to own Richarlison or Nani Dominic Calvert, or maybe
but they're more or less the same price.
Or maybe if you don't want to get into that
Yeah.
Calvert
Yeah.
ride for now, just go Richarlison.
Okay, so Richarlison is the true differential option
Yeah.
in the sense that he gives you a differential option to Calvert,
Yeah.
but then his ownership's 4.5%. Still, it means most managers have not yet jumped on that ship.
Yeah.
So you stand to gain the
Gain
points.
more.
When he's the one producing the goods,
Yeah.
as it was the case in game
I
week.
beat you because of Richarlison.
Actually, because of Richarlison, in game week 13.
Yeah.
All right, so that's one differential.
Yeah.
Another one that we're looking at is former Arsenal talisman.
Yeah.
Should I call him a talisman?
We could.
But we could,
we
because
could.
he was a good servant.
servant. Yeah.
We're talking about Mr. Oliver Giroud. Oliver Giroud is actually very underrated, I think, because when you look at his form this year, he's one of the most informed players all round.
Yeah.
This year, because he's been consistent. Whenever he gets an opportunity, he will reward the manager.
The most
Be it
informed
international, be it club level.
Yeah.
Like he's proving to be consistent in that way.
Yeah.
Do you think he has given Frank Lampard enough reason to justify that he should have that starting berth?
Definitely, especially because Chelsea's team are creating from the wide angles.
Yeah.
So I think maybe he should be giving Giroud more.
Actually, come to think of it, he would really benefit from those Hakim Ziyech crosses.
Definitely.
Was he fit
I
to
think
be in that team?
When Hakim Ziyech was
Ziyech, if he was fit, of course,
He
Giroud
should have
would
been
thrive.
there.
Would thrive more.
because you saw Tammy Abraham, he missed so many chances,
Yeah.
and Timo Werner,
Yeah.
his aerial threat is not really present there.
But he still has a good chance because the likes of Reece James and Chilwell, you can see the kind of crosses they are whipping in the box. Mount on the corners.
Yeah.
To be honest, Giroud is going to
favors
be
Giroud so much.
and we can tell because you see one of Chelsea's top scorer this season is actually Zuma.
Yeah.
Because of the headers and the crosses and the corners. And actually, Giroud is a better header of the ball than Zuma.
Yeah.
So if he's in the mix, maybe we might want to ship out Zuma and bring in Giroud because clearly he's going to be the one on the points.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess it's a unanimous
6.7 million. So definitely something to.
That's a very
look
good
at.
price point as well. 6.7 million. His ownership is at 1.5%. True differential.
People are really in doubt,
True differential. Yeah, okay, and given especially how Timo Werner is not performing at 9 million, ownership of over 12%.
Yeah.
And it's time for people to go for a cheap option. Someone who's even more reliable.
His fixtures, Arsenal is coming up. So if you need more inspiration than that, I don't know.
So Giroud definitely for this fixture and the next few fixtures coming up, he's one for
Definitely.
you to look at, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's it basically for our differential segment. Those are the two players that we are highlighting for Game Week 14. Interact with us on our comment section. Let us know what you think about these two options as differentials for Game Week 14. Alright, on to our feature match segment. Last week we covered Tottenham versus Liverpool. What a match. It was a very exciting match. It's arguable that they said the best team won, but that's arguable because it was more or less a game of two halves.
I think
in one way or another.
Liverpool were not really into it in the first half.
But in the second half, they brought in their end game. And Son, again, this guy is becoming, I don't know, he's so reliable for Jose Mourinho. Actually, he's so important for Jose Mourinho. If Tottenham have a chance of doing anything this season, they need to keep him fit. Him and Harry Kane, they need to keep them fit.
If those two are not fit, I think...
and for the rest of us who don't want Tottenham to win, guys, you need to step on Son and Harry Kane properly.
Finally,
those guys need an injury or something.
Harry Kane is missing his timeline. December is
usually in the doctor's office. But interesting match. Of course, Liverpool got the win. Dramatic finish to the game. It was a worthy feature match.
Definitely.
Right? So when we come into Game Week 14, our feature match is
Everton versus Arsenal.
Everton at home.
Arsenal away,
right? Where do we even start? Everton, first of all, are a team on. Can we say on form? They are picking up their form.
Yeah, 2 wins in 2.
They had a bad run, but then they came back and in 2 big games actually.
Yeah.
2 big games and they recovered.
Chelsea and Leicester.
Yeah, Chelsea and Leicester. 2 big tests.
In which I think both games they basically dominated the games.
Yeah. And they played really well.
Yeah.
Of course, got both the wins.
Yeah.
Against Leicester, of course, Arsenal have lost.
Yeah.
Arsenal have not yet played Chelsea.
Yeah.
So Everton, do you think are the favourites for this match?
As it stands,
Yeah.
Definitely they're the favourites.
Yeah.
Arsenal just can't seem to put a win together.
Let alone put a win. We can't seem to finish a match with 11 players at this point in time.
That is another discussion. Even now, making even Everton more favourites to win.
Yeah, to be honest. But if Everton were smart, they would just target the discipline the discipline issue at Arsenal, and that will definitely give them.
You're sure to miss one player.
Yeah. And we talked about Richarlison. Of course, given the defense condition now that Gabriel Magalhaes is not in, probably Bellerin is going to be brought back in because I
think he might.
His
although I doubt
suspension is over.
Yeah, Ainsley played well, so I doubt he might really change it up.
Yeah, I think Arteta is proving to be so unpredictable and stubborn.
Yeah.
So we have to wait and see. But Richarlison will definitely have a field day.
Definitely.
In that, and as well as Dominic Calvert-Lewin, because they would have competition in the air.
Especially against
now that Magalhaes is
although
not in.
maybe if Nani features
Pablo Mari.
Yeah. He has that aerial
ability. Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about this match from an FPL perspective.
Yeah.
Nobody has Arsenal assets.
And
wait, you have Gabriel.
I have Gabriel, and he punished me proper.
You got the red card.
Yeah.
Did you ship him out of your team already?
I haven't, because I had already made my transfers.
Oh, so
he has to take
you're stuck with him.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess Gabriel is the only player that people have in that team.
Yeah.
Gabriel and Bellerin.
And there are those stubborn ones who still have Aubameyang.
Yeah, those ones have to be deleted at this point in time.
They're still hopeful, although he paid them.
Yeah, he repaid the fee.
Yeah.
Everton, there's Dominic Calvert-Lewin, of course, Richarlison. We stopped talking about James Rodriguez. He's out injured still. Who else?
I think Iwobi. He's really becoming a threat in that.
Iwobi?
Yeah.
Former Arsenal man. Okay.
He might be punished again.
Yeah, but he's a big differential. I don't think many people will have Iwobi. Yeah. So it's basically Richarlison and Calvert-Lewin.
And if you're willing to take the risk, maybe even go for an Everton defense.
Or maybe Aubameyang. Yeah. Maybe he's opened his account.
I don't know. He scored against Man United, a game where we dominated. And then look at what happened after.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, unfortunately, what Arsenal have right now is not worth to build on.
Yeah.
So it looks like an Everton The odds are stacked towards Everton, favouring Everton.
Yeah.
But let's wait and see how it plays out. Predictions, Colin?
I'm just going for Everton to win 2-1.
2-1.
Yeah.
Okay. Hard for to win, you think?
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go for another draw. I think it's gonna be a 1-1 draw. Yeah, an entertaining match, but full of drama.
Even this draw, Arsenal were lucky to get against Southampton.
I think they'll be lucky again.
Were lucky.
I think we'll be lucky again.
Their luck will run.
Alright, so that's it for our feature match for Game Week 14, Arsenal versus Everton. Let us know in our comment section who you think is gonna come out on top of this fixture. On to our last segment of the show. We are looking at the captain picks for Game Week 14. Before we go to the captain picks for Game Week 14, Game Week 13 was a lesson to most of us, actually.
To all of us.
To all of us. Because the two most captain players, Kevin De Bruyne and Bruno Fernandes. You remember in our video last week, we were having a discussion between who's the better option. Turned out neither. Both actually blanked. But to be honest, in terms of performance-wise, it is Bruno who blanked, performance-wise. Because Kevin De Bruyne laid the ball on the plate for Gundogan and Raheem Sterling and they just failed to finish.
Again.
And actually, FPL, they noticed the effort. They acknowledged the effort. That's why he got the 2 bonus points.
Yeah.
So he had a pretty good game.
Yeah.
It's just that the stats didn't follow. Yeah. But Bruno was a bit quiet.
Although he was the pass behind the assist, but he was really quiet this time. I mean, the first
uncharacteristic of him,
the first away game he blanked. Yeah. Even Ole noticed and just decided to take him off.
Yeah, maybe he needs a break. He needs a bit of a break.
He's been featuring in all matches.
Yeah. Okay, so when we look at game week 14 then, of course these 2 names will still have to be mentioned.
Have to be there.
Bruno and KDB, right?
Yeah.
Bruno is at home
against
Leeds.
Yeah.
KDB is away
against Southampton.
Yeah. Still, from these 2 people, what do we think about them as captain options?
At home, Bruno Fernandes, I'm not really sure.
Yeah.
Leeds away there, it's actually where they're thriving.
Yeah.
That's where Bamford is really thriving.
Yeah. That has been the trend this season actually. A lot of teams are struggling
at home
and away. The ones that are on form are actually showing the form away, except for their anomaly, which is Liverpool and perhaps Tottenham.
Yeah. So Bruno, I think at home it will be a risk, especially against Leeds.
Yeah.
So maybe.
But it's a risk worth taking because given how Leeds play, of course we expect Manchester United to have lots of chances, and if of course they are clinical, they've been clinical of late. If they are clinical enough, Bruno is likely to stumble upon 1 or 2 good chances for him to drain, and a potential penalty
of course. Although Leeds don't give away those too much.
Okay, so Bruno a bit of a long shot, but still a good option. When you look at De Bruyne,
Kevin De Bruyne has a better shout against
Southampton,
especially that high line. Those long balls he keeps on serving.
He can pick out his man
perfectly. If Aguero starts.
No, that's the problem. We have to tie De Bruyne masterclass to a quality finisher. At this point in time, finishing is what is letting Man City down. Clearly we saw that in the last game, but even the stats this season, they just prove that they've been struggling with finishing
across all competitions.
Jesus and Ferran Torres and Sterling are really not showing the form that they were expected to. Or even Sterling last season, Sterling was on fire, scoring almost 30 goals.
We even thought this would be a better season for him, but he hasn't really started.
He just had a slow start. So Kevin De Bruyne, of course, again on penalties as well, that gives him an edge. Although when Aguero is playing, who do you think is on penalties between the 2 of them?
I think Aguero will just overtake him.
You don't think De Bruyne has cemented his
seniority? I think seniority will play a part.
Okay.
Aguero will take over.
But De Bruyne's still a very good option.
But with Aguero in there, definitely De Bruyne could be a captain.
Definitely, because Aguero will give him the finishes. Okay. The other options. Let's talk about Mo Salah. Last week we ignored Mo Salah because the fixture was tough, but we were wrong to do so. Actually, we ignored both Mo Salah and Son, who are also showing the form that warrants a captain conversation. But we ignored both of them, fearing that the fixture was bad. But both of them brought in the points, actually more than these other guys who had better fixtures. So what do we say with regards to
with Mo Salah? Surprisingly, Liverpool are blanking away from home. So I'm not really sure about him. And they're playing a really good Palace side. Palace their confidence is up. They're really fighting for their games. So I'm not really sure Salah
whether he's a favorite. So he's maybe a risk as well.
He could be a shout, but not really a favorite.
What do we say about Son?
I think Son maybe you should definitely, if you want to go for a differential captain, definitely go for him. Leicester are proving to be very inconsistent this season.
To be honest,
one game they are up, the next game you don't know.
Son definitely is gonna be. He when you look at that game against Liverpool, he scored the goal, of course. He created 2 good chances, which were just begging for finishing. And you see, Leicester, when you compare the quality of opponent Tottenham to Leicester, of course, just by direct comparison, we expect Leicester to be an easier challenge for them. And of course, Mourinho is gonna outclass Rodgers with regards to the tactics. But of course, let's wait and see. Football can always surprise us. So I guess that rules out Jamie Vardy as a potential captain for game week 14.
Vardy, I don't know. Definitely. Rules him out.
Okay, so basically those are the players that are standing out. We've talked about the feature match, Arsenal versus Everton.
Yeah.
Do you think any Everton player has a captaincy shout?
Yeah, differential captain, Dominic Calvert-Lewin.
And or Richarlison.
Richarlison too.
If you have him.
Yeah.
Okay.
They could have a shout.
Because you're guaranteed Arsenal are going to give them a red
They
card.
will definitely concede fast. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think DCL is a very good shout.
Yeah.
Perhaps one of the most favorites
The better.
for game week 14, right? So let us know what you think with regards to the captain options that we put up. Who do you think is the best option for captain pick for game week 14? Of course, we invite you to interact with us on our comment section, on our social media, and just engage with us with regards to this and so much more. Thank you for staying tuned. Today you've seen it's just been a two-man show.
Yeah.
We hope it's been interactive nonetheless.
Yeah.
My name is Dennis Musau.
And my name is Arnold Lihondo.
Of course, we're going to leave you with snapshots of how our teams are shaping up for game week 14. And we hope all the best. May you win it in your mini league. Peace out.